And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the UConn Huskies.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. They've got Turner. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 spot.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here is Edwards following the basket by Freak. Shot clock at 5. Edwards passes to Turner. The rebound by Day. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Edwards with the screen. Turner with the screen for Ellis. The feed to Turner. Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
A big group substitution here for Texas. Feeds it to Blair. Richmond dishes to Blair. Longhorns passing it around. 5 on the clock. Texas needs to get off a shot. Turner. Texas no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Freak throws it down.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
And so here's Texas following the bucket by the Huskies. And rush kicks to Hudson. Martin with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's McGuire. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Now here's Richmond. They set the pick. Blair with it. Rush outside. That's good. Rush has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their life.
1:07 left here in the first half. Freak, he's in at 3. Martin is out there with Keith, and it's Jennings in at the point guard position. It's deflected. Shot from 12. And it's Martin missing. Oh, and a fast break now for the Longhorns. And for Texas, Turner is out there with Hudson. Then it's Richmond. And it's Blair in at the 1 spot.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The Huskies making a switch here. McGuire's checked in. Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago in their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at Emeka Okafor and Hasheem Thabit. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. Jennings passes to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Blair against Jennings. And he converts the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Martin. And he hits the buzzer beater. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Huskies on top. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
On the floor for UConn. Freak in its small forward. Keith is out there with Martin, and it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Doherty kicks to Ellis. Martin against Edwards for the lead. Great D that time for Martin. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are...
Texas trails by 3. Here's the screen. And Rush kicks to Hudson. Sims with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Splitter sets a screen. And it's Freak missing.
And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country, for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops.
On the court for the Longhorns, Hudson is out there with Turner. And it's Thornton in at the shooting guard. Reed kicks to McGuire. Here's Freak. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
And guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier. I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Freak's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. There's a minute 34 left to play in the second half. picked him clean. And it's the Huskies on the break. Freak with the ball. Kicks it to Rush. Turner against Splitter. Back to Turner. Longhorns passing it around. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Thornton. Puts it up from 15. Sims with the rebound. The Huskies on offense. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Ball in. You got another timeout. Use it if you
51 seconds left to play here in the second half.
Got the shot. Take.
Dishes it to Ford. 11 feet away. Buries it.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Freak dishes to Splitter. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that. And because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession.
This can't happen.
Ellis, the pass to Edwards. Here's Ford. Yes!
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to. Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
From 11 feet away, it's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
It's in!
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
So the Longhorns win it